Hey everyone, this is Greg from Greg Express Travels. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, has passed away at the age of 100. But I want to kind of share on this video my Jimmy Carter story. Well, Jimmy Carter was the first person I ever voted for president. So he holds kind of like a special place in my heart that he's the first person I ever voted for president. So that's why I wanted to do this video with you. Now, this video also includes our trip to the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library in Atlanta, Georgia. So this mug that I'm having here is not from 1976. It's from a recent visit to the Jimmy Carter Library in Atlanta. There's a picture of him and his wife, Rosalind. And then here are some of the buttons. Somewhere in my storage, I actually have a Jimmy Carter campaign button. I actually even had a green and white t-shirt, Jimmy Carter for President. But that has, that's been gone for some time now. But one of the fun things that we did when we were at the museum, and I just want to show you right here, here are the tickets. Now this was back in 2015 when we visited the Presidential Library here in Atlanta. But these were our admission tickets on Wednesday, June 3rd. So almost over 9 years ago that we were there. And then I highly recommend this museum. It's got a beautiful map here. You can see a presidential museum map and guide right here. There are so many interesting things. And I actually try to do a video later of the tour we took of the museum. But while we were walking around, my wife and my son and I, we were stopped by a person by the name of Tony Clark. He is the public affairs administrator, or at least he was at that time. And he asked us to do a special favor. He asked if he could take a photo of my family inside the museum. So we agreed to it, of course. And then he got my name and address. And there's a magazine that's published, the Atlanta Now magazine, the July-August edition here in 2015. And let's see what's inside that I can share with you guys on the channel. Well, there is a letter here from Tony saying, "Thank you so much for agreeing to take part in our ad. Have a great summer. Tony Clark, Public Affairs Office, Jimmy Carter Presidential Library." And you can see this picture that he took of us. How about this? There's actual recreation of the Oval Office inside the Presidential Library. So these are the pictures that Tony took. And then inside the magazine itself, you can see that they placed it in the Atlanta magazine right here on page number 23. So that is pretty cool, huh? To be inside a magazine. But it doesn't just stop there. I mean, that's a great honor to have your family, in a magazine just from visiting the Presidential Library. But let's look over here. This is what Tony also gave me from the Jimmy Carter Presidential Library. Let me take it out of the bag. Sorry about that. Okay. And then this is a book that was written by President Carter called The Hornet's Nest. The Hornet's Nest by Jimmy Carter. And then the special thing about this is when you open it up, inside it has been autographed by President Carter himself. Jimmy Carter right here. So wow, our visit to the Presidential Library of Jimmy Carter was very special because there's no way I expected all this to happen. But Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, has passed away at the age of 100. But we're just happy to be a part of the Presidential Library. And this picture here of us, when we went back recently, about 9 years later, they recognized us. The people working at the museum recognized my wife and my son and I. And it was kind of fun to actually let us into the museum for free because they were so excited to see us because of this picture. So anyway, I wanted to say that I really enjoyed President Carter, and I think all his great work that he did after he left office, did a great amount of things, and hopefully I'll have an upcoming video of the Presidential Library where I can go over those things, all the things he did, starting like Habitat for Humanity and many other things that he did after he was President of the United States. But thank you for watching. This is Greg from Greg Express Travels, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.